another episode of Dusty Road Adventures. On today's episode we explore all through the Yarra Ranges National Park. But as you can see, we've got a lot more bikes in today's episode. Unfortunately, it's just the local BMW group that's just joined us for the kickoff. As we make our way east, we pass through a little town called Yarra Junction, and off to the right there is the road that takes you to Mount Baw Baw ski fields. It's taken 40 minutes to get to this point, which is the little picturesque town of Warburton. From here, it's the last stop for any fuel supplies, any snacks, any food, any drinks. And then from here, we make our way to Tangi Bren via the dam. And then part 2 is from Tangi Bren back to Yarra Junction. So in all, it's a 4-hour trip, approximately, according to Google Maps. But once we start rolling, you'll soon find that we end up doing an 8-hour trip, and it looks completely different.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's any rivers in the desert.
After it seemed like an eternity, we finally make our way onto dirt at the Big Peninsula Tunnel. We've been on the dirt for about 1 minute, and you wouldn't believe it, we've come across our first locked gate. After our first diversion, we've decided to go to Upper Yarra Dam, and you wouldn't believe it, we've come to another locked gate.
Good practice.
After 2 more lock gates, the group had decided enough is enough, let's just find any dirt track, explore it and see where it goes. Now as I'm on the biggest bike out of all of us, you're about to see it's going to get real interesting. As the track becomes narrower and muddier, my anxiety becomes higher and higher. Watching the first few bikes go through this muddy puddle, I'm thinking, Struth, I'm in trouble. And there's only one option to get through this, and turning back is not that option. and rear engine brake. We discovered this track running parallel to the Reefton Spur, and as you can see it's nice and open, and it was just a fantastic place to just explore and have some fun.
Nice.
As we continue along Big River Road, the scenery is constantly changing and just getting better and better. We had a funny moment where two of the riders were riding a little bit too fast, a little bit too closely, and they both overshot the corner. We've got Lake Eildon on the left, and it's nice to see some jet skiers having some fun. So that means it's almost time for a lunch break in Jamieson. Jamieson is a beautiful little town located at the foothills of all the local active gold mines. But for us today, it's where we're having a late lunch. After having a late lunch and refueling some of the bikes, it was time to start making our way home. After an hour of riding following the Goulburn River, we finally arrive at Woods Point. It's an active gold mining town, but unfortunately the shadows are getting long and we've still got a long way to go, so we've got to keep going. We stopped just outside of Woods Point at a place called Matlock. It's nice to stretch the legs and also to make some minor repairs to the KTM as the rear brake has locked itself on.
Yeah. As a KTM rider, always have Suzuki with you. It backs itself right.
Probably should have stopped back where we were and checked it. But when you rode off with your feet...
Can't take a KTM anywhere, can we? To top off a wonderful day of riding, we are met with a beautiful setting sun through the trees. At this point in the day, the GoPro doesn't actually show it, but it's actually quite dark. But as you can tell, all the businesses are shut and the sun has dipped behind the mountain. We've just had our final fuel stop here in Healesville for the last push home. And as you can see, it is pretty dark outside. So it's actually been a very long day. We've been on the bike for about 10 hours. And for the so-called planned 220 kilometres, we've now ended up doing over 400 kilometres. But it's been a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you for watching.